So hello guys, this is Ashutosh and I welcome you all in this new session of my video tutorial where I have presented over here three-phase inverter circuit diagram and waveforms as you can see in PSIM simulation. So you can download the software PSIM from the internet. It is easily available. And now I have presented over here three-phase inverter with IGBT switches. There are three legs and each leg there are two IGBTs are connected in this fashion. I have connected the circuit diagram in this fashion. I have prepared this circuit already. So you can see here this is 120-degree mode of operation. Okay, so I will explain the method and phenomena, what is going on here. So see the waveforms. Okay, see the waveforms. These are the waveforms what I have found from it. This is VR voltage, VY, VB, and then line voltages. These are phase voltages, and then VRY line voltages, VY, VBR. So these are the waveforms what we get from this inverter, and this is the waveform. Okay, and I have used three resistive loads here. Okay guys, so let's start how this three-phase inverter 120-degree mode works. Okay, so let's start. What is three-phase inverter? We all know about inverter. Guys, it is a device which converts DC into AC, and in our earlier classes we have learned about different types of inverters. Okay, a three-phase inverter converts DC voltage into three-phase AC supply. Here in this tutorial we will learn about this. Okay, and three-phase inverter and its working. But before going any further, let us have a look at the switching sequences what I have presented over here. Guys, you can see the switching sequences. We can directly go to the PowerPoint presentation where you can see three-phase inverter where. So I have presented over here three-phase inverter. So this three-phase inverter operates in two modes. There are 120-degree mode of operation. First one is this, and second one is this 180-degree mode of operation. So as you can see, three-phase inverter, and there are 6 SCRs. You can use SCRs, IGBTs, MOSFETs. So we have used here 6 IGBTs, and how these are connected? Each leg, there are 3 legs, and each leg consists of 2 IGBTs. What I have used here, as you can see in the diagram, IGBT 1, this is the first leg, and this is R phase. This leg belongs to R phase, second leg belongs to Y phase, and third leg belongs to B phase. And this is our three-phase load, star connected resistive load. So here you can see this is IGBT 1 in first leg. IGBT 1 and IGBT 4 are connected, as you can see, first and fourth. And in the second leg, 3 and 6, number 3 and 6 are connected, and third one, fifth and second IGBTs are connected. So as you can see in the diagram, 1, 4, 3, 6 and 5, 2. and we have connected gating blocks to each of the IGBTs, and this is 120-degree mode of operation. So what will be the switching sequences? So we can see from this diagram what are the switching sequences. So see in the diagram, this is the diagram where you can see the mode of operation, how all the IGBTs or SCRs are conducting. So see in this 120-degree mode of operation, thyristor T1, this is our first leg. So two thyristor will conduct T1 and T4. This is our second leg. Two thyristor again, two IGBTs again will conduct 3 and 6. And this is the third leg where second and fifth IGBT will conduct. And the total cycle is starts from 02 and ends up to 360 degree, and then cycle repeats from here, as you can see. So what happens in this mode of operation? At first T1 operates, T1 conducts. Okay, you can see T1 conducts. This is T1, IGBT 1, and the switching sequence we have used here from 0 to 120 degree. As you can see, this is G1 block. We have named it G1, gating block 1. Frequency we have used 50. The number of points will be 2, and switching points from 0 to 120 degree. And you also can see here the switching sequence from T1 conducts from 0 to 120 degree. So these are the firing angles, 0 to 120 degree for first. Okay, then see for number 4th. For number 4th, in the same leg, for number 4th IGBTs, I have used 180 degree to 300. This is, you can name it G4. This is the G4, and you can display it by checking in this from 180 degree up to 300. So you can see T4 conducts from 180 degree up to 300. So these are the firing angles from conduction angle, 180 degree to 300. Okay, now what happens after conduction of T1 and the conduction ends for T1 at 120 degree, then second thyristor in the second leg, the third one starts conducting after phase difference of 120 degree. You can see in the diagram, this is the phase difference 120 degree between first phase and second phase. And third phase, you can see here, after 240 degree T5 starts conducting, and the conduction angle of T3 is 120 to 240 degree, and for T5 240 to 360 degree. Here you can see in the simulation tutorial for third IGBT, this is the third and sixth in the second leg. The conduction period, and we have named it G3, the conduction period is 120 to 240. Then for second leg, in the same leg, IGBT 6, the conduction angle are, this is, you can name it G6, gating block 6, and the conduction angles are 300 up to 420. And in the third leg, 240 to 360, you can see here, this is G5, and it will conduct from 240 up to 360. Then G2 will conduct, this is our G2, this will conduct from 60 to 180. So these are the switching sequences we have used. According to this diagram, you can set the firing angles or conduction period for the thyristor. So what happens here? from 0 to 60 in the second diagram. You can see here, for 0 to 60 degree operation, this is the first phase of operation. There are two thyristors are conducting. Okay, for first phase 0 to 60 degree, number 1 and 6. So as you can see in the diagram, first IGBT and 6 IGBT of second leg both are operating. Okay, then in the second leg, second phase, you can see here, after 60 degree or in between 60 to 120 degree, there are again two IGBTs are conducting, number 1 and number 2. So this will be the circuit diagram for first and second are conducting. Then for number third phase, from 120 to 180 degree, this is the third phase. Here number second and third. Okay, this is the second IGBT and this is the third IGBT, both are conducting. Then you can see fourth phase of operation, from 180 to 240 degree, 3 and 4th are conducting, and same for 5th and 6th. You can see 4 and 5th are conducting here for 5th phase, and 5th and 6th are conducting here for 6th phase. And then after completion of 360 degree cycle, it repeats. The cycle repeats itself. And so how can you calculate the voltages of first phase, second phase, third phase up to 6th phase? Here you can see, you can calculate the voltage. You can see in the first phase, number 6 and number 1 IGBTs are operating. So this is branch A, this is branch B, both will be connected in the circuit. Number C is disconnected. So we have connected A and B. AO, this is the impedance or resistance, or you can see impedance here. Okay, and now we have divided the voltage. You can divide by voltage division method. You can find out the voltage across this, or by finding out the current I1 in the circuit. By using mesh analysis, you can find out the voltages across AO and VOB. So we have found here, you can see, you can calculate what is VAO, Vs by 2, and VOB is Vs by 2, VCO is equal to 0 in this mode of operation from 0 to 60. Then same in the second phase, you can calculate the voltages like this. Okay, what I have calculated here, in the second phase, number 1 and number 2 IGBTs are operating. This second leg is not connected in the circuit, so only first and third leg is connected. So I have connected over here and I have calculated the voltages, and as you can see in the diagram, for step 3rd, this is the voltage. Step 4, these are the voltages across VOA and VBO. VCO is equal to 0. Then step 5, and then step 6. This is the last step. So you can calculate all the voltages and then make a graph. Then you have you can prepare this graph. Okay, you can take VAO, VBO, VCO like this, and this is a table what we have calculated all the voltages, and at last you can find out VAB line voltage like this. So you can see the graph and calculation by pausing this video. Okay, and for line to line voltage, you can calculate VBC and VCA, or you can take RYB. So these are the calculation what we have done. So this is the simulation circuit and these are the waveforms. So run the simulation, you will get all these waveforms. These are the phase voltage VR, VY, VB, and these are the line voltages VRY, VYB, VPR. So you can check, you can measure x-axis, y-axis, take the reading. What is the reading? Measure, and you can take here all the readings very easily. And also this is our 120-degree mode of operation. Then in the next video tutorial we will see the conduction 180-degree mode of operation of 3-phase inverter. So till then, goodbye guys.